forgot to take my microphone out. Welcome back to Scarlett Hollow. If you haven't watched the frickin' hour and like 10-minute long first episode, it would probably be best for you to listen to that before listening or watching this one. These are really long, so I highly doubt anybody's gonna get past 20 minutes, not even 10. But you know, it's fun. Last episode, we came to Scarlett Hollow, Sam did, and they ran into some new people and some little ditch babies or something, you know? And the ditch babies, well, they killed the pug and the chicken, and yep. Seriously, go watch the other video, because honestly, I don't even remember what happened, so... Anyway... Sam. Yes, this is episode 2. Would you like to see a recap of episode 1 before you start? Yes! Yes, please! The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in CD depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Perlaine Scarlett, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Is this gonna restart the entire thing? Oh, okay, good. I was about to say it. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I don't remember the voices. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out.
So, has Stella mentioned she's famous?
Oh, Avery, I'm not famous.
Look, if you're not gonna go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm gonna do it for you.
Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber.
She hunts cryptids. Ooh.
A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness.
You'll eat those words when I'm come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. Come on, you, whatever your name is, grab the flashlight and help me line up a good shot.
As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. You dive to the flashlight and swing your body towards the woods.
I said aim the damn thing, quick! Perfect.
Wait, where's Gretchen? Where's my dog?
Welcome.
What voice did I do for this guy?
Welcome home.
I'll just do that. Raspy.
My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come.
From the relative safety of your cousin's uncomfortable guest bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments, for now you're safe, and you're warm. Tuesday morning awaits. Wake up. Now, I'm going to be reading all the dialogue options to myself and just choosing one and reading it, so if you really want to see what the other dialogue options are, watch the video instead of listening to it, I suppose. Or, don't watch the video and just listen to it. So if you want to get this game, which, of course, the link to will be in the description, you can basically do a more or less blind playthrough. I mean, technically speaking, you'll have a totally different experience than me, because there's other traits. There's like 21 different possibilities, so many split paths, it's crazy. So, you know. Also, I'm going to turn down the music volume a bit more. Return. Okay, we're continuing now. You open your eyes. The sun has risen. The birds are singing. You are still alive, and for now, you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the room to the window and the woods beyond. You wonder if the monsters are lurking there right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. A familiar sense of of unease settles in your gut, tangling into a knot of anxiety, wriggling as the events of last night play out in your head. You can't help but remember the sight of a pale faces jeering at you as they carried Gretten's poor little body into the underbrush. You're not sure if you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. Check on the possum. You open the drawers to check in on the little possum you met yesterday. Oh good, he's still there. That's nice. But it looks like you won't be able to use those clothes anytime soon. Leave the little mans in peace. What's the harm in letting the little man continue to nest in your clothes? At least your outfit from yesterday still smells pretty okay. Maybe no one will notice. Poke around the closet and find some clothes. Great, the doll didn't move during the night. Maybe it isn't haunted after all. Though after everything you went through yesterday, that's hardly a consolation. You turn back to the rest of the room. You creep towards the window, careful not to be seen by whatever might be lurking in the garden. For a second you thought you saw movement. It could have been an animal. It could have been something else. Whatever it was, it's gone now. Maybe you'll head out there and investigate after you finished waking up. It's probably a good idea to check in with your new friend. You can't imagine she's holding up very well. It might take her a minute to get back to you. In the meantime, time to start your day. You're back in the kitchen. Frou Frou eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. You're back in the kitchen. Frou Frou eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. Excuse me, ma'am, but may I pet your beautiful fur? Part of you hopes that flattery might win her over. As silly as that may seem, you are after all talking to a cat. Frou Frou merely flicks her tail faster. It doesn't look promising.
Hey! You sure took your time getting up.
It's frankly a miracle I'm even up this early or even bothered getting out of bed. Did you know there are real actual monsters in the woods?
I'm sure Stella told you all about those. What were they this time? Big feet? Little green men? Anyway, I'm late as is, so listen up. I wanted to make sure I relayed this message in person in case you decided to ignore my texts again. I don't want any repeats of last night. From now on, no running around in the woods after dark. It's dangerous out there, and not because of monsters. You could fall down a cliff, you could get stuck in a hidden cave somewhere, you could get lost in the woods and never be found. Just because nothing happens here doesn't mean it's safe. Just because Stella spends a lot of time in the woods doesn't mean she'll keep you out of trouble. I want you home by sunset from here on out.
Can I hang out with you today? I don't want to be by myself.
At the mines? No.
I'm sorry about last night. I had no idea what was going to happen, and I didn't think I'd worry you like that.
Good, glad we're on the same page. I'm late enough as it is. I'm going to work, and I expect to see you here at sunset.
Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door.
Sunset.
Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak, then slam of the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Once again, you are the only human in the estate. A text from Stella. Hey Sam, thanks for checking in. Hope you're alright, all things considered. I'm doing okay, not great, but hanging in there. Up most of the night on cryptid forums, but no good answers yet. I'm at the library if you want to join. I have scones. I'm not really feeling up for it today. And that's that. Time to start your day. As your eyes wander to the garden door, you shudder, remembering the brief glimpse of something you saw from the upstairs window. It was probably just a raccoon, but the uncertainty of what you saw gnaws at you and compels you to investigate, if only to prove that it was nothing. At the very least, you don't see anything now.
You wander farther into the garden, trying to pinpoint the spot where that thing had been lurking, if indeed there have been a thing to begin with. You crouch down, pushing aside the greenery to examine the soft earth. A boot print, a big boot print, and what looks like some kind of viscera. Your thoughts turn to the specter from the night before. You snap a quick photo just in case it comes in handy later. Keep it to yourself for now. No need to cause any worry just yet. You head back inside. Time to figure out what to do with the rest of your day. The walk back to town is much less pleasant today than it was yesterday, when you didn't yet know that the woods were full of monsters and strange men who know your name. You stare anxiously into the darkness between the trees, searching for any signs of movement, but the woods is still, at least for now. The autumn-tinged mountains sprawling for miles in every direction now feel less like beautiful scenery and more like the walls of a cage. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Look who I found at the library. Said she was up all night thinking about the video, adding you to a group text. I'm only here because it's quieter than the store, or was, lol, and I'm trying to figure out what animal that could be. I don't buy into this Harbinger of Doom stuff. We know what animal they are. They're ditchlings, and they are Harbingers of Doom. Sounds like they're having fun. Okay, fine, I'm coming. Almost back to town. You make it to town in one piece. No creatures jumped out at you. No scary men blocked your path. The sight of other people is comforting, helping you forget the things you've witnessed, as if they happened to someone else.
Oh, hey, Sam. We were just talking about you. I stopped by Sybil's to pick up her new tea blend, and well...
You're the biggest thing to come into town since the coal mine. Folks have been absolutely buzzing about you.
You went out with Stella last night, right? Did something happen out there? She barely even waved when she walked by. And Gretchen wasn't with her. They're never apart.
What happened last night was traumatizing. I don't think I'm ready to talk about it yet.
Okay, I get it. Sounds like you've been shaken up pretty bad. I'll tell you what, I'm on break for the next half hour. Why don't you swing by the diner if you want to decompress? When he can fix you some of Sybil's new blend, maybe it'll calm you down a bit.
I think you'll like today's mix. It's chaga and lemon balm. Should help ease your stress and tension.
And if you ever feel like talking, I'll be all ears. But no pressure. Anyways, it's up to you. See you around, Sam. See you, Sybil. Take care. Oh.
Take care now, Avery. I see you're a private person. I can respect that. You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night. I'd better get back to it myself. I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, if only to see how you were holding up. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help.
We both know this place is cursed. How are you so calm?
Don't mistake my calm demeanor for complacency. We all have our parts to play in this. I trust that you and Stella have what it takes to get to the bottom of things. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things I need tending to. Stay safe, Sam, and God bless. God bless America, where at least I know I'm free. And the man who died to give that right to me. You probably have a bit of time before you're needed at the library. You head towards the diner. The diner is a little quiet today, but the air is still heavy with the tantalizing smell of breakfast. You slide into the booth across from Avery.
Hey there, stranger.
Before you can exchange words, Winnie sidles up a fresh mug of tea in hand. Heard you might be need this. That was actually what it was said. I wasn't being racist. The answer to 29 down is oink, by the way.
What? But the clue is pen sound. How is that a pen? Is that a sound a pen makes? Wait. Pen like pig? Are you kidding me? How was I supposed to get that?
I don't know why you even bother with those things. They're just gonna frustrate you.
It's just something to do to fill the time, but maybe I should switch to Sudoku.
Winnie leaves Avery contemplating daily newspaper puzzles, returning to her seat behind the counter.
So, thanks for telling me about last night. If you want to really get into the grisly details, you can tell me. I won't judge. So, thanks for telling me about last night. Yeah.
You take a gentle sip of your tea. It's bitter and earthy, a flavor profile enjoyed only by the healthiest of beverages.
Whoa, not a lot of folks take to chaga so quickly. It's a fungus that grows on birch trees around here. It's supposed to be super healthy, but it definitely makes for a challenging drink. Color me impressed.
I could tell you about last night, but what if you don't believe me?
I'm not here to judge, I'm here to listen.
You spill the beans, glad to have someone to talk to about the horrors you've witnessed.
Wow, that is some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seems distant. I can't believe Gretchen is really gone. It seemed like that dog was going to live forever. And monsters in the woods? I may not have lived here long, but I've never heard of anything like that happen around these parts. I can't say I like the thought of it.
Whatever is coming for this place, I can feel it converging on me. I'll get to the bottom of things, I promise.
Jeez, that's rough. Good luck, Sam. Oh man, it looks like my shift's starting. I hope you're doing a bit better. Maybe the Chagas had a chance to start working its magic. I'm gonna keep my ears open for you. The diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I'll hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual.
Avery slips out of the booth, giving a friendly wave before disappearing into the back. You leave the diner, ready to continue your day. You enter the former town hall. What once must have been a stately foyer has since been converted into rows of shelves. Meeting rooms and offices, long ago, gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. Oh hey, you made it! You head over to Stella and Kanika's table and settle in. You made it, glad you could join us. Morning, Sam, you look tired. Yeah, it was pretty hard to fall asleep last night, all things considered. I can't say I got a wink myself. Yeah, same. Anyways, I guess we should get started. Before you dig in, you remember the boot print you found in the garden. Hey, before we dig in, I found something in the garden this morning. You hold up your phone and show Kanika and Stella the photo you took in the garden. These prints were in the bushes with a clear line of sight to my window. Dang, that's creepy. Are you okay? What in the world is that liquid around it? It looks like pus. I don't know if there's a connection here, but it felt worth bringing up. Do you think it could be that creep we saw outside of the general store last night? He knew your name and those boot prints match up with the mining getup. Whoa, apparently I missed a lot last night, huh? You're not talking about Wayne, are you? That guy keeps coming to my mom's tea room. I think there's something really wrong with him. Yeah, we are. I wonder if there's any connection between that guy and what happened in the woods last night. Like what? I mean, I don't have anything specific, but we do have the whole prophecy of impending doom angle to explore, and this photo is weird. I can't stop thinking about those splatters on the ground. If whoever left those prints is sick, maybe it's from the creatures you encountered.
Hey there, strangers. It's me, Markiplier, and literal stranger.
Hey, I'm Sam, Tabitha's cousin. I'm in town for the funeral.
Oh, I should have known you were a Scarlett. You look so much like Vivian. This is my Markiplier accent. Not that I knew her very well. I was still a little kid when she left. But that Scarlet resemblance, it's, strong. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm Oscar Gutierrez, chief librarian, and only librarian.
Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple shelves of boring books donated by old people.
Y'all are too kind, but speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she has been answering my texts. I want to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. You know, the crowd she hangs around with.
They're good kids at heart. I'm sure they're just up at the old Maxwell place doing teen stuff. I went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'll sure to keep my eyes peeled. I'm sure she's fine. You might not want to let her run off like that anymore, though. It's not as safe as it usually is around here.
Is that so?
Kanika's right, there's some weird stuff going on out in the woods. That's actually why we came in today. Have you heard of creatures called ditchlings? They're a type of cryptid that shows up around places on the brink of disaster. They kind of look like if the Pillsbury Doughboy was a creepypasta. Kanika's mom told us about them last night after seeing some footage we got in the woods.
Ditchlings? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, dang, worth a shot. Okay, if you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking?
Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. I'd be worried about something?
I don't know yet, I'll be right back. Gonna nab some more books. I'm pretty sure Stella's barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. She's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going on in those woods.
If I were you, I would keep my loved ones close in the coming days. I'm gonna try calling Rosalina again.
I'm sure she's fine, really. Don't mind Sam. They've been hanging out with Stella too much. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting into trouble. And we'll make sure to keep our eyes peeled.
Thanks, Kanika. And Sam, if you see a 13-year-old girl with a black braid and glasses, would you let her know her dad is worried about her?
Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Got him. Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books.
Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair.
All right. Get our snacks, got our source documents. Let's get this research party started. This is going to be so much faster with the two of you here to help out. I'll be doing my own research online. You never know what kind of weird biases the folks writing these books might have. Whatever you find online might be biased too, you know. Oh, whatever you find. Yeah, blah, blah, blah with Stella. Which is why we cross-reference things. Yeah, you're right. It's good to cast a wide net. Guess the books are up to me and Sam.
Reading awaits.
A few entries catch your eye in the Appalachian folklore. Wampus Cat, Tommyknockers, and the Taily-Po. Tommyknockers originated in Cornish mythology. Corn! Ooh! That's how the corn songs go. Cornish immigrants began working in the Appalachian mines. They named for the knocking that can be heard from seemingly within the walls before a cave-in. According to some, the knocking serves as a benevolent warning. Others believe that the creatures take stolen hammers to support of mines and collapse them on whoever is unfortunate enough to still be inside. They are traditionally thought to be impish, leprechaun-like beings, but some claim they are spirits of dead miners, forever cursed to haunt their final resting place. Wampus Cat, sure. Often linked to Cherokee legends, some cite the Wampus Cat as originating with the story of a woman who sought vengeance against a monstrous cat demon for driving her husband mad. She hunted it down and by wearing a bobcat mask, tricked it into using its own vile magic on itself, freeing the people of the region from its evil. Others say the creature come from a story of a woman who wore the pelt of a wild cat to witness forbidden hunting rites. The hunters of her village gathered to perform the rites, and she watched in secret from underneath the cat's pelt, but was soon discovered. For her indiscretion, she was fused with the pelt and transformed into a creature that was neither human nor cat, forced to wander the wilderness alone, feared by all. Her calls are those of great sadness and serve as a warning to anyone who dares go against tradition. Alright, let's read a different book now. Silas Scarlett, Soldier, Woodsman, Leader. Silas Everett Scarlett was born to Colonel Everett J. Scarlett in 1818. One of the 12 siblings, he grew up in eastern North Carolina during a tumultuous time in the state's history, and not much is known about his life before he joined the army in 1836. He quickly rose through the ranks, in part due to his father's connections, but also due to a particularly ruthlessness for which he received the name Bloody Silas Scarlett. The federal government granted the now Captain Silas a tract of bounty land in exchange for his service in the Indian War. and he settled into the hills of North Carolina in 1841. That land would become Scarlett Hollow, but it started as a simple log cabin built by Silas's own 2 hands, occupied by his family of 10, Silas, his wife Mary Joseph Scarlett, and their 8 children. Logging business brought many workers and fellow landowners to the hills, but it wasn't until Silas discovered rich seams of coal running underneath the entire region that Scarlett Hollow was really put on the map. He saved what he could and bought the surrounding hillside at a great discount, cleverly hiding what he knew about the land's true value. Thus, he had all the resources to found Scarlett Hollow's now famous coal mine. And that's the end of that book, and I don't want to read the other one. I think I'm done. Let's check in. Yo, I just realized, if you look at Kanika's laptop, you can see a sticker from Cat. What's it's the anime where they're little magical girls, but it's dark as shit. It's gosh, what is it? Oh my gosh, the cat is voiced by the same girl who voices the one girl in Todokis. Shoot! My anime knowledge is disappearing as I try to explain this. Whatever, just look at the picture. If you know, you know. Alright, if we're going with what Kanika's mom told us last... Toradora! There you go. Anyway. I think we can rule out any natural disasters as what brought ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Find anything? Ugh. Before you respond, a handsome black cat leaps onto the table. Stella quickly slams her book shut. Oh, hey Pixel. You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find. Don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treats. Pixel immediately goes to town on Stella's treats. Hey everybody, it's Oscar. Sorry if Pixel's bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. I'm gonna leave Pixel be. You decide to leave Pixel be. The cat curls up on the table, fast asleep. Alright, I better get back to shelving. Let me know if y'all need anything. Stella, what was that you were saying about nuclear incidents? You were talking about that Goldsboro thing, right? Yeah, apparently in the 60s a B-52 carrying a live warhead broke up mid-air and dropped a couple of bombs. Fascinating bit of history there. The first of the 2 bombs landed upright after its parachute got cut up in a tree. Thankfully it didn't go off. At the time, the government claimed that the bomb was unarmed, but later came out that the only thing preventing a detonation was a single electrical switch which failed to trigger on the descent. And 60 years later, the second bomb still hasn't been recovered. Right, it's a conventional explosive disintegrated in mid-air, but most of the nuclear material was made unrecoverable by flooding. If I remember correctly, they just buried it and sealed it up. I don't think disarming nuclear bombs is part of our skill set. Absolutely not. Also, Goldsboro is almost 400 miles from here. I think we're good. I'm just saying, you never know with radiation. Actually, we know quite a bit. It just melts you. It doesn't make monsters. And a 60-year-old bomb isn't going to explode on its way hundreds of miles away and kill us here. You never know. There could always be a whole underground society of bomb-worshipping mutants just waiting to blow it up. I've missed this. Have you had any luck with Rosalina? Not yet. I know a teen would be a handful, but I don't think it'd happen overnight. I'll probably head out once you're all done, check in on her usual haunts. Wayne factors in. Do you think Wayne factors into any of this? I honestly wouldn't be shocked. There's something seriously wrong with him. Like, I can viscerally feel it in my guts. Maybe he's sick. Maybe that has something to do with what he saw in the woods. I don't know. I'd buy it. Why don't we just help look for Rosalina if there's a missing kid in town? That's probably way more important than whatever else we'd be doing. Just to clarify, I don't think she's missing. She's just out with her friends and ignoring her poor old man. Not that I don't appreciate your concern. I don't even know where we'd look aside from the old Maxwell place. What do teens even like to do these days? You don't have to worry about checking up on her. I'm going there myself once I finish shelving. Just let me know if you run into her while you're out. Maybe we should go to the mines. There was that collapse a while back, and a lot of people died. Maybe the ditch things are here to warn us about something like that happening again. And hey, maybe we'll luck out and run into Rosalina while we're looking around. Okay, good, and hopefully we can find out what happened to the Wayne while we're still at it. I suppose it's no use resisting the threads of fate. We were always going to wind up in the mines. Well, that's kind of ominous. I'm a little worried about Tabitha. She's not exactly going to be thrilled to see us snooping around the mines. We can be sneaky. I'll make sure to be a good lookout. She'll never even know we were there. Look at us going out on a caper together. I miss this. I miss this too. I mean, sure, it's not under the best circumstances, but I've been so wrapped up in running the store I didn't realize how much I missed being able to hang out with you. Though, there is something missing. I can't do two voices at a time. Reese. I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been since we've seen each other. Have you seen him lately? Nope, I've tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick. I didn't realize it was getting too bad, that poor guy. You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Sam. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Hell yeah, let's do this. Alright, let's roll out. See you, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina.
Hey, it's me, Oscar. Thanks, guys. I'll keep y'all posted. Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness.
Wait, what? Oh, right click. I'm gonna save. Yes, overwrite. Isn't it like spacebar to go? Yeah. Shh! Not so loud. He's still sleeping. Can I help you with something?
The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation washing over you.
Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. I'm not gonna wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Oh no, poor Reese. It's just been so long since either of us have gotten the chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Sam would get along super well too. Hi Sam, I'm Vivian's kid. I know who you are. The way she avoids looking at you and as she speaks makes you feel like you've done something wrong, even though you're pretty sure you've done nothing at all. Reese's mom turns back to the house sighing. Sorry, I know that was a little rude. You just want to hang out with Reese and he misses the both of you too. She sighs again as if deciding whether to finish her thought. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We can have some supper and y'all can hang out for a bit. I don't promise that he'll be perky, but I'm sure it'll brighten his spirits to see the two of you again. And I suppose you can come too, Sam. That would be great. I could bring a side dish, maybe deviled eggs. Does he still eat those? No, eggs are a little too much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Okay, I'll bring soda then. That's not... Okay, yes, fine, you can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. Oh, and leave the dog at home. Okay, no dogs. Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later. Dr. Kelly nods and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clinking into place can be heard from within. Holy, that's a lot of locks. God, that woman makes me so nervous. Are you okay, Stella? I'm fine. I remember she used to be so nice and carefree when we were kids. She always had the best stickers when we had to get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. Or maybe she's just nasty kids. Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. You gonna drive? Yeah, sorry, I don't like the thought of going up there without a van. Cool, I'll take my shortcut then. It shouldn't take long for me to get there. You're welcome to tag along, Sam. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you'd rather ride with Kanika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. Either way works for me. Why not just drive up with Kanika? Aren't the mines a bit of a ways off? Don't worry about it, Sam. There's a lot of junk in the back of my van. It gets a little tight with more than 2 people. I'll walk with Stella. We'll meet you there. Yeah, Stella's cooler. Also, I've known her longer. The woods are calm and serene compared to last night, though you can't help but get the feeling that danger lurks just beyond the trees. Hey, thanks for coming along with me. I hope I haven't seemed too cold about everything that happened last night. The truth is that I'm barely keeping myself together. I just don't know how to let it out. I can't stop thinking about what happened to Gretchen was my fault. Is that my screen or is that just the art? No, that's okay. If only I'd gotten her a better harness. If only I didn't take her into the woods. If only I'd listened to you when you wanted to leave. I'm sorry. She was my best friend and now she's gone. And all that's left is just me in that empty house. Thanks for making things easier last night. I don't know why I feel so comfortable talking to you about this when I can barely even mention what happened around other people. What happened, and we can question our decisions and blame ourselves for what happened until the cows come home. Or we can move forward together. Thanks, Sam, you're right. I should be better at taking my own advice. I'm glad we could talk about this, though. I can't imagine what it'd be like to go through something like last night alone. I just got, like, hardcore chills, like happy game level chills. The conversation comes to a dramatic halt, both of you whirling around to face the source of the sound. Oh, it's just a bird. I guess we're both a little on edge. Huh. That's right, in the mine. It should be much farther. Kanika casually leans against her van as you and Stella emerge from the woods. Hey. Y'all have a good walk? Yeah, it was great. I mean, not that you were missing out or anything. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? Nope. That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. But we're all here. What's the plan? I guess just go talk to people. I guess so. I should probably be on lookout, dude. I'm a bit of a persona non grata in the mines. Tabitha? Yeah, I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or too many. We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down there. I'm not interested in sneaking around. I'm gonna go find my cousin. Whoa, really? You can't. Why not? Do I even need to answer that question? She's rude and defensive, and she hates it when other people get up in her business. I don't think I'd use those exact words, but Kanika isn't wrong. Tipping Tabby off is probably a one-way ticket to getting kicked out before we figure out what's going on. Oh, that's still. She deserves to know what's actually going on. I mean, yeah, she was pretty dismissive when I tried talking to her this morning, but maybe she was in a bad mood. Her mom just died. I have to give her another chance. Since you're the one going in, it's not like I can really argue with you. But can you at least try and talk to some of the miners first? Okay, let's bring down the temperature a couple degrees. Fine, I'll be civil. So the plan, you know those cheesy old rom-coms where somebody wears an earpiece on their first date? Well, you have some kind of surveillance set up in the back of your van? I didn't know about that. What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. You can just do a group call. Kanika hands you the earbuds. I'm gonna pause because I want a drink of water. Okay, I have water and my throat feels a little better. Oh, thanks. I'll do my best. I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah? Stella and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance to the mines. Your phone buzzes. Hey, can you hear us? Try saying something. Won't people notice that I got earbuds on? People these days have all kinds of things in there. It's called multitasking. You'll be fine. Oh, you'll be fine. Nothing to do now but enter the work site. Enter. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlett Hollow mine. I'm in. Oh, alright, Morpheus, good to know. Approach the nearest miners. You approach the nearest group of miners, a blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and an old-timer. Their uniforms identify them as Harris, Davis, and Zax. You got a reason to be bothering us? Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? Yeah, we knew him.
He was such a cut-up. Miss that dude.
He accosted me last night.
Wait, what?
No way. Isn't that the guy y'all said was, Well, I guess he's still around.
But accosting people at night, that doesn't sound like him at all.
What'd you think happened to him? What, are you some sort of cop? I'm Tabitha's cousin. I'm here for the funeral. The miners straighten up suddenly, very nervous, very serious.
Sorry, I didn't know. I thought you were maybe one of them environmentalists or...
Yeah, sorry for any trouble.
You make sure to tell her we said that she's a great boss, okay? I'm Zax, that's Davis, and this here's Harrison. And we don't know nothing about what happened to Wayne, you hear?
See anything weird lately? Nope, nothing at all.
You make sure to tell your cousin that, okay?
Maybe letting them know you're related to Tabitha wasn't a good idea. That's all, thanks.
Bye.
You walk away from the miners. Maybe it was just me, but they seemed to think Wayne was dead, right?
It wasn't just you.
Approach another group of miners. You head over to the next group of miners. Before you can reach the miners, you're struck by an intense feeling. You recognize the hollow terror as the same thing you felt last night when you set eyes on that awful man in the miner's jacket. Up, he's back.
You shouldn't be up here. It's dangerous.
What are you?
Flesh and blood. Much like yourself. You don't have to be afraid of me. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask.
Before you can say another word, the figure is gone.
Hey Sam, are you still there? We've just been getting static from you.
Wayne just got the jump on me. Whoa, I thought you saw you talking to someone down there. Are you okay? Whatever he is, I don't think he's human.
I hate to say it, but between the way those miners talked about him and how the call went static, what if he's a ghost, like actually a ghost? You hate to say it, Stella. I don't think anything would make you happier than Wayne being a ghost. Also, ghosts aren't real.
Hey now, just because I want ghosts to be real doesn't mean I want this ghost harassing Sam. He told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week, that I'd be safe there. Why would he tell me that?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? He must have been threatening you, right?
The plot thickens. I need to talk to Tabitha about this. The other miners think this guy's dead, even though he's still lurking around the camp.
Totally get that. If you're sure, tipping her off might make it hard to talk to anyone else.
I'm gonna talk... No, you're right, I'm gonna talk to some more miners. Hey there, can we help you with something? Do any of you know a man named Wayne? Wayne, do you mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for?
Wait, have you seen him?
He's been following me.
Oh, thank God, everyone thought he was dead.
Now hold on. Creepy doesn't sound exactly like Wayne, does it? How do you know it was him? The name on the jacket, on his jacket, Wayne, just like yours, says Smith.
So do all our jackets, but if I switch with Isaacs, that won't make me Isaacs. No, it's gotta be him. There's no way he's dead.
You really think he's running around town, creeping on strangers and ignoring his friends and coworkers? Seems more likely to me that somebody took care of him, so to speak, and is running around in his clothes. The miners stand in silence for a moment, considering what they've just heard.
That's not possible. That's ridiculous.
This is messed up!
But who would do something like that?
I don't know. Why don't you ask his girlfriend? Yikes, you think... No way. Just saying, he was exactly the first fella to fall for her charms. Lots of heartbreak in that woman's history. Lots of jilted ex-lovers, if you catch my drift. Dang, who are they talking about?
I told him not to get involved with her. I told him.
Who was Wayne seeing?
Whoa now.
Don't know. There's no way I'm poking that wasp nest. Forget we said anything. Yeah, I don't want to be next on the chopping block. Press them. Come on, don't dangle something like that. I'm getting tired. This is Rodriguez. Look, I just don't want to cause any trouble. Enough people are losing their jobs as they got mouths to feed. Yeah, people are losing their jobs. Wayne's disappearing. Isaacs. Oh, Isaac stayed for a while. Should we check in? Just as a heads up, the only group I still see out there is pretty close to the main office. It might still be worth talking about. I don't know if I can give that much heads up of Tabitha comes out. I'm gonna find Tabitha. I need to talk to her about this stuff. Good luck, I got my eyes peeled. You make your way to the trailer in the middle of the camp. Hey guys, I'm gonna hang up real quick. I don't want Tabitha to think I'm spying on her. You disconnect from the call before opening the door. Water. You enter Tabitha's trailer and find her sitting at her desk, her head buried in her hands.
What are you doing here?
Who's Wayne? He keeps following me. Tabitha sighs.
I don't know who you think has been following you, but it's not him. If you're going around asking questions about Sam Wayne, you're probably going to hear some rumors. Sam was friendly with me, even came around to the estate a few times, and a lot of workers here just can't seem to get over it. He disappeared, and despite what a lot of people seem to be insinuating, I don't know what happened to him. I don't even know if he's alive. Whatever, it's fine. I know it's easy to blame the mean boss for that sort of thing, but I digress. If someone's following you, you should just stay at the estate, where it's safe.
I don't think the estate is safe. He was watching me from outside my room. Look at this boot print I found in the garden facing my window. You showed Tabitha the photo you took earlier today.
Yeah, that's a little unsettling. But I assure you, the estate is well guarded against intruders. I won't let anything happen to you this week, I promise. Look, if it'll make you feel better, I can ask some of my men about him. I doubt much will come of it, though. Not many employees want to get caught tattling to their boss.
There are monsters in the woods, Tabitha. I know it's hard to take this seriously, but we caught them on camera, and they're supposedly a portent of doom for the town. I'm not asking you to believe me, but I'm asking you to take me seriously.
I don't know anything about monsters in the woods, but if there's some kind of doom coming for this town, it'll be because I'm not doing my job. Coal is a tough industry, Sam, and as I'm sure you know, the seams in these hills aren't exactly untapped either. The mine has been operating for almost 200 years. It'll run dry at some point, maybe even in my lifetime, but I'll do whatever I have to if it means this place lasts just a little longer. Over 100 people work for me, and for each of those people, this is it. This is the best job they're ever going to get. I don't like doing layoffs, I don't like doing cuts. I don't like seeing my childhood home crumble around me. But every day I get up and I do what needs to be done to save this town from ruin. Not that I believe anything when it comes to Stella and monsters, but who cares if you saw a harbinger of doom? I see that every day.
Damn! Have you drank water today? You're supposed to drink like a gallon of water every day to survive. So go drink some water. Go drink it. I'm gonna be silent for 20 seconds, and you better be going to get some water. Nah, never mind, that's boring. Okay, you leave it at that.
Look, I'm kind of swamped right now. I was actually getting ready for a big meeting when you walked in, but if you want, you can just wait here for an hour or so. I can swing back when I'm done and pick you up. Just don't go around bothering my men. Don't move a muscle. Don't so much as make eye contact with them. They're supposed to be working. I'll see you then.
Tabitha leaves the room. As soon as she's gone, you place Kanika's earbuds back in your ears and redial the group. Hey, is everything good? Tabitha was actually really helpful. Let's meet back up. Really? That's incredibly surprising. No use sticking around here. Stella and Kanika, go back to them. As you leave Tabitha's office, you take a moment to get your bearings, only to be interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Wait, really? What is she doing there? We should call Oscar. Let's handle that after we catch up with her. You rush over the hill and get your bearings, the sounds of active mining fading into the distance. Rosaline is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point towards the nearby mine. Oh, there's a ditchling in the tree in the top left corner. Something about the mine feels wrong, as though a cold anger lies burning inside, sucking the life from the surrounding hills. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago, after a collapse that killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into a abandoned coal mine. Hey, remember all those bad feelings I got last night? This place feels straight up cursed. I mean, like Kanika said, a lot of people died down there. There's a lot of spooky history to this place. For all we know, maybe all that death left some kind of mark down there. Okay, just because a bunch of people died in there, it doesn't mean it's cursed. Come on, I'm not about to let Rosarina get hurt in there. Even if I means I have to go underground. Whoa, you sure, Neeks? Sam and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I hate the thought of other people getting trapped down there even more. Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. Call her. Oh god, this is a bad idea. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the shop mine. I figured you should know.
What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Whatever, I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen.
Oh, I will happily wait. I do not want to go in there.
Good.
I'm not going in there for the dark energies. You find a tree to lean against and wait for your cousin. Stella and Kanika will probably be fine without you. Oh, foreshadowing, am I right, my homies? You stand outside the mines, anxiously eyeing the tree line, hoping not to glimpse any inhuman movements.
Huh, you actually waited for me. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, of course, why wouldn't I have waited?
Do I need to explain that to you? You haven't exactly been reliable since you got here. Come on, let's get this over with. I don't like the thought of you walking around an abandoned coal mine, but I'd rather not leave you out here unattended. You should be safe enough with me there to guide the way.
Tabitha huffs her way up the mine entrance and disappears into the darkness. You follow her and enter the mine. The inside of the mine is warmer than you expected, the air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and Tabitha to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Ow.
Do you know why the entrance to this place was boarded up?
Because there was a collapse 100 years ago that killed a bunch of people?
168 people. A man named Charles Shaw decided it was okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. It almost ruined our family. A lucky few died instantaneously, but for most of the souls who perished here, it was slow and agonizing. Trapped under rubble and left to slowly succumb to crush injuries or dehydration. It took a week to clear out most of the rubble and recover the bodies. Few survivors who were dragged out were never the same. I can't say I blame them.
God, that's morbid.
Life is morbid. 168 people walked blindly to their deaths, unaware of the hand they'd been dealt until they were literally buried by it. None of us know the price we have to pay until our debt is due.
Tabitha's ruminations are interrupted by a thunderous knocking echoing from deeper in the mine. That was a warning. We best move swiftly before we anger the spirits in this place.
Hey, this place is haunted by the tragedies of the past, not by literal restless spirits. Don't go all ghost hunter on me. Whatever we just heard was probably another delinquent looking for a lifetime ban from my property. Come on, it came from this way.
Tabitha hastens her pace and quickly disappears deeper into the mine. Follow her. You take a deep breath and follow suit.
The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Cold dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Echoing through the tight corridors, you and Tabitha pick up snippets of a tense argument.
Disdainful
I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you! That's messed up! I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. You could at least check in on so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Come on, kiddos. There's some real spooky stuff going on in town right now. You shouldn't be hanging out down here.
We're not kids. A chill teen boy.
Yeah, we're peeps. Well, you look like a bunch of kids to me. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? Oh no, I know that isn't you, Miles. It better not be you.
Miles? What is Miles from Spider-Man sound like?
Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even gonna do here? Looks like we found our trespassers. I still can't believe that Stella managed to drag Kanika out here. She avoids me like the plague.
Let's move on, they're close. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways give way to a small cavern. Within, a group of teens engages Stella and Kanika in a heated argument. All of them are too caught up in the moment to notice you or Tabitha approach. Hoodie girl? Oh.
My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here whenever we want.
Wait, Becca, I thought your dad was a charge hand.
No, Alexis, he got promoted last month. Correction, your father was a foreman at a continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job in the morning. What? Oh shit. Oh hey Tabby, hey Sam, we thought we'd lost you there.
Did you run off to snitch on Tabitha? Kanika sighs. It's probably for the best. These kids are refusing to listen to us.
Hey, don't talk about us like we aren't here.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point. None of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean. It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use.
Huh, come on. This place is way sturdy. Check it out.
The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a straw on the ceiling. Oh, is that the knocking we heard earlier?
Oh my god, Zane. Cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina. Oh, what voice did I do? None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature.
Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart too.
Enough! The damage is already done. Now leave. I'm tired of people in this town dragging my cousin headlong into danger.
I can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life, and I would like to see the sun again before I die. Come on, you guys, maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous stuff all the time, and I still do dangerous stuff now. I mean, I don't like this particular situation, well, with the whole ditchling thing, but outside of that, who are we to tell them where they can hang out?
I don't know who you think you are in this situation, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave, much like it is entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mines not clear enough from the message for you? Hell yeah, Tabitha. Tear the sad 20-something to shreds. Hey, I'm defending you and I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. So she's sad, so what? Give it a few years and you'll be sad too. The passage of time is inescapable. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now.
Yeah, tell them where you have to sleep, Rosalina.
We've been sleeping in the library for the past couple weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house.
They got a hot plate and a couple cuts in one of the back rooms. It's a pretty sick setup.
No, it isn't, Zane.
Rosalina deserves better.
I don't care about your home. I don't care about your home life. If you're going to do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off my property. Tabitha. Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all this. He's a good guy and he cares about you. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? And I should care because it's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward.
Becca, I don't think you say that about other people's families. Is that like bullying or something?
Shut up, Zane.
Yeah, Zane. Go suck a doobie or whatever the heck you call a smoker.
Back up, he said it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was. But Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it. Like I'm still a little kid. You are all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have some actual character. Exactly. Rosalina's not that mature anyways. She still sleeps with stuffed animals.
That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know.
I rest my case.
Wait, what did you say about child labor?
I'm sure Oscar is doing this to protect you. From what? Even if ghosts were real, what would they even do? Yell boo in your face? Yeah, that's real scary. It totally justifies living in a dusty old library.
Yo, we should break in and like ghost bust it or something.
Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there's no ghost.
Also, Rosalina lives there.
She can't break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real, and if it isn't real, we'll problem solved.
You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch.
Why are you talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care, and I can't believe I'm wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by rocks or meets any one of many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Like the drum. The beat of the drum. I don't know that song. Water. Isn't it funny how, like, the scary stuff always happens after an hour passes in the video? That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella, didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mind noises? It's Tommyknockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we gotta check it out. Stella. I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? I want you out of here, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby, you can come along too. If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. Nobody is going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. You're all leaving. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. Oh, I didn't get even... Do I not get a choice? Wait a second. Where'd the three of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable.
Wow, Kanika, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off.
I noticed them sneak off, and like I've been zoning out the whole time you've been here.
They must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. Stella, stop sneaking into my mines. Please, I'm literally begging you. If only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we could already have been done with this little mess. But no, there's have to be remnants from a bygone era.
Didn't you just talk about how child labor was the good old days a minute ago?
I was trying to get you to leave my mine. Becca's head pops out from the tunnel's entrance. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here millions of times.
Yeah, if Becky says we're safe, then we're totally safe.
Whatever, come on you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where that tunnel rejoins the rest of the mine. I'll go look for them, and I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I am not letting their families sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah, do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, Sam. I'm not letting you out of my sight.
Yeah, sure, I can never fit in that tunnel anyway. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever, I'll still have my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks. I will happily escort these two knuckleheads out. My throat!
No, you are not about to weasel your way out of this, Stella. Aw, come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out.
Tabitha sighs.
There's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine, I won't waste my time arguing. There's no way around it. I can feel the depths call out to us, and we are destined to answer their call. Noted. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? I'll see you on the other side, hopefully soon. For sure, we won't be long.
Cool, wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow.
Yeah, ghost bust.
Kanika, Miles, and Zane head towards the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. Water. Important.
Alright, no dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way.
You and Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. Venture deeper into the mine. Welcome to Minecraft. We will mine the diamonds. There's some conversation in the mines.
But Becca, what are we doing? Why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was like really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad?
We're doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't just let her boss us around. Oh, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with that nobody like Stella.
Poor Stella.
Hey! I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? I don't have a sponsor. And everybody totally has made it to this part of the video. I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty from ads and donations.
How does it feel to have a teen girl think you're cool, Tabitha?
I feel nothing about it. The opinions of children don't interest me.
I don't know, you kinda hesitated there.
You're reading into things that aren't there, Stella. Just because your livelihood revolves around what people think of you doesn't mean that I care what people think of me. Congratulations on your sponsor, though.
You quietly press on. Another knock closer interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another.
Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you. Okay. Oh, okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalina, it's just mind sounds.
Did you guys see that?
No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up! There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. Bleh.
What? Wait. Oh, okay. That was a thing that just popped up. I knew coming down here was a bad idea. Those kids are gonna die, and then we're gonna die too.
Nobody is gonna die unless you start panicking. Get a grip on yourself.
Keep going. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. I'm just gonna save really quick because of that warning I got. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the youths, their panicked arguing echoing down the pitch-black corridors. The pit radiates rage, a white-hot rage. It calls to you, desperate to be witnessed, pulling you forward.
And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below. It shouldn't be hard to find them once we get down there.
I've never been this far.
Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted.
Tabitha crawls up to the ladder and disappears over its edge. Alright, let's do this. And now I'm alone. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. Follow them into the pit.
I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on.
Pretty sure. I thought you'd been down here before.
Okay, maybe I didn't get this far, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it was actually this way. Oh, shut up. No one even wanted you to come with us anyway.
Becca!
Yep. They're close, alright. Good thing they're so damn loud.
Sounds like they're really lost. The voices around you, those teens and your companion, sounds odd, distant. There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder. Though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. You find yourself stepping towards the black chamber before you, compelled by some unnatural force. Hey, are you alright, Sam?
What do you think you're doing? Get away from there!
Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Oh my gosh, it's a anus!
You said we wouldn't use this shipment. You know it's compromised.
We couldn't afford to wait on new wood, Charles. We had to go ahead with it. It's still sturdy enough, it'll get the job done. Oh my goodness. Sam, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something, and then you and Tabby just conked out. I'm fine. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still here. While you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm gonna get you both some help. I'll be back soon, I promise. Don't die on me, alright? You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. Oh! They're kinda creepy. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, then why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go! Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis.
I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. She wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina.
Those two are dead. The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you. You can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound.
God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened?
Well, I just turned down the volume, that's one thing. And I'm gonna take a sip of water. Okay, mystical. Both of us were shown the dark truth of this place, the sins that were committed, the deaths that followed.
There's gotta be fumes or something down here. It's an old mine. These places are death traps. We probably just hallucinated.
Are you literally gaslighting me?
I said I saw it too. Stop being weird. We're leaving.
Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left. She's out of breath and it looks like she's been crying.
I'm sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool.
The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall.
I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up the ladder, both of you. Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going to listen to you this time, I promise.
Do you have a death wish, little girl?
No, but I don't want them to die either, please.
Oh no, these choices. Screw those two, take Rosalina. You reach towards Rosalina. The mine is coming apart, Rosalina. We can't go after them.
What if they don't make it? They already crossed that bridge. You can cross it too if you want. I don't care.
Rosalina hesitates for a moment.
Alexis, Becca, the way out is this way. If you just follow my voice, you'll be able to make it out. Okay, let's go.
She grabs your hand and the two of you start climbing.
This way, come on.
Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you'd expect from someone who spent her entire working life in the round of coal mines.
Alexis, Becca, can you still hear me?
The knocking drowns out Rosalina's desperate shouts as the three of you crawl closer and closer to the entrance.
I'm so sorry I left you guys.
It's deafening now, as if someone were trying to break through the walls with fists of iron. You continue to push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. Then comes the sound of splintering wood. You pick up the pace, the entrance is so close.
I'm so sorry.
And there it is. Freedom. Oh, yeah, the mine collapsed. They're freaking dead. The three of you manage to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down.
Alexis.
Do you think the other two? Maybe they got out. It's possible, right? Maybe there's another entrance or something. Or maybe they're still alive in there. Oh God.
I'm so sorry.
Rosalina, are you okay? Your dad's on his way.
He should be here any minute. I'm so sorry. I'm going back to camp. I'll be back with some men. And they can start digging. I'll call Earl. Oh my goodness gracious me. It takes a bit of time, but eventually Tabitha arrives with men and a machine to start digging through the rubble. You, Stella, and Kanika are afforded a quiet moment to yourselves as the others get to work. Mythical. There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit. It gave me some sort of vision. I saw what happened to this place. The Scarletts used the old collapse Charles Shaw was set up. No way, dude. No way, dude was a monster. I mean, the Scarletts were monsters too there. They still are. What am I saying? I don't believe in visions. Whatever you saw was probably just auto-suggestion. I don't know, Neeks. You weren't down there. Sam and Tabby had like simultaneous seizures next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. Just because they passed out or had seizures doesn't mean it wasn't auto-suggestion. What happens now?
Hey everybody, it's me, Oscar. Hey guys, I don't think she's quite ready to talk just yet. What happened down there?
Have you met the kids Rosalina hangs out with?
Yeah, Rosalina's lived here since she was 2, so she basically grew up with them. They're a little older than her, and yeah, they get into some trouble, but I didn't think they were bad kids or anything. They're always so polite to me, especially that Alexis, gosh, that poor girl, always acted like a dog somebody had kicked. And now she's in there. It's not right.
It's gonna be okay, Oscar. They weren't bad kids, just reckless.
Yeah, you can't blame them for stuff like this.
She's okay, Oscar. I made sure of that.
Thank you, Sam. I just wish I could have kept her from going in there in the first place. If I'd just paid closer attention to her, maybe none of this would have happened. Those kids wouldn't be down there. I can't help but feel like it was my responsibility to prevent this, and I blew it.
You're being way too hard on yourself. You can't expect to predict and prevent accidents. You're only human. You're right. They're right, Oscar. As a former reckless teen and as a current reckless adult, yeah, there's not much you can do about a situation like this.
I suppose you're right. I am just human. I could be a better human, though.
Rosalina told us you two have been living in the library. I think she was trying to get away from that. Oscar sighs.
Rosalina told you that? Yes, it's true, but you have to understand there's something in that house.
We believe you, Oscar.
I couldn't let it hurt her, and since I didn't know how to get rid of it, I set up a back room at the library for us. Just until I could figure out how to fix things. I know she hates it, but I thought it would be better for her. Instead, it just drove her away, staying with friends, not checking in, and now this. It's all because of that house. And because of me. Because I haven't been able to fix this. I just wish she would understand. She could understand.
I'll put the spirit to rest. We can perform a seance tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll do whatever it takes, Oscar. Okay, I'm in too.
Thanks, you guys. That really means a lot. I shouldn't have kept this to myself, but I was just so afraid of seeming ridiculous.
Dad, you must be so mad at me.
Oh, Rosa, no. Of course I'm not mad at you.
Do you think that maybe they got out? Maybe there's another exit somewhere?
Rosalina.
I should have pushed back harder. I knew the way out. I should have made them come with me. I just don't want them to be at. I'm so sorry, Dad.
You don't have to be sorry. You're alive and you're safe.
We couldn't have gone back for them, right? We wouldn't have made it out if we went back.
You're right. We wouldn't have made it out if we went back for them.
They don't deserve to be down there. Why should I have made it out when they didn't?
Oh, survivor's guilt. Oh no. Survivor's guilt sucks because it's like, why did I survive? Why didn't I die too? And then it gets you depressed, and it's not a fun thing. I've never had it, but I know for a fact that it's just not a fun thing.
It's not fair, Dad.
I know, Rosa. I know. But I think the best thing you can do for your friends right now until we get them out of there is to enjoy the life you have. I know I haven't made that easy for you. I know you've been frustrated with the choices I've made. But I'm gonna do what it takes to move us back into our house. We're gonna have a good life again, Rosa. I'm sorry I didn't do this sooner. I'm sorry this is what it took.
Dad, we're on the case.
We'll be okay, I promise. I'm gonna take her home. I guess we'll see the three of you tomorrow. And thank you, Sam. You have no idea how much I appreciate what you did for Rosalina.
As Oscar and Rosalina leave, your cousin exhaustedly saunters over to you. Alright, Sam, my men are set up to start digging. Let's go home and get some rest.
Now hold on a minute, Miss Scarlett. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, Miss, in private?
Okay, fine, just make it quick. And don't you dare try and pull anything on them. They did nothing wrong here.
Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too.
Don't you need to talk to us? We witnessed this too.
Oh, sure, that can wait. We know where to find y'all. I'm Sheriff Hugby, and this is Deputy Derrickson, but you can call me Earl.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Welcome to Scarlett Hollow. Hope this little accident hasn't colored your perception of the lovely place to live, if you ask me.
Lovely indeed. Now, Sheriff Hugby, don't you think it's a mite odd that these teens found themselves in an old abandoned mine on the very property Sam's family happens to own? Yeah, don't you think it's a bit odder that Sam happened to be there at the time of the said collapse?
I'd be lying if I said it weren't peculiar. Though I'm sure you're an upright citizen, Sam, and all is surely an unfortunate coincidence. Still, a good cop should ask themselves these questions. You've got questions where we're coming from. 2 kids, 15, 14, are buried alive down there, and maybe they're dead, and you were on the premises. Whether or not that was merely coincidence remains to be seen, but we've got to do our diligence here.
We saw some teens sneak into an abandoned mine, so we went after them. We were just trying to do the right thing.
Of course, very noble of you. Pardon our questions, just trying to gather all the facts, you see.
Just being thorough, our duty as officers of the law.
Well, if there's nothing more you can tell us, I suppose we'll let you go on about your evening, but we may be in touch. Have a good one.
Holy crap, an hour and 22 minutes. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The 2 officers wander back towards the mine, Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika. I just can't believe it. I left them behind in there to get help. Is it my fault, Neeks? Stella, no, you did your best. It's not your fault. Oh, hey. Guess the cops are done with you. What are they gonna take you in for, being present at an accident? Sorry if they gave you a hard time, small town cops, you know. Always blame everything on drifters, even acts of God, I guess. Excellent, you didn't get arrested. Now come on, let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Sam? Excuse me? Just stop trying to get my cousin killed, Stella. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by the arm. I'll text you when we're back. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkest road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what might be lurking behind the tree line. Sorry about today. Tabitha doesn't answer. You drop it. Tabitha's eyes remain fixated on the road. Right in silence. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha slink back into silence. You once again cross the threshold in the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertone of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Thanks for calling me about those kids, by the way. It was unexpected. And for waiting for me. I appreciated it. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way upstairs, her posture defeated. Turn in. You head up to your room to turn in. You collapse into Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table.
Y'all, these are those things, right?
Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road.
I saw them again, too.
Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree.
WTF, these things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight.
You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, your thoughts drift to Alexis and Becca, terrified and alone, if not already dead. Oh no! Your eyes shoot. Oh! The door opened. Oh, cat. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. Cutscene. Oh. Oh yeah, it's New Year's, isn't it? Huh. Oh no, the Tommyknocker's under the mansion! Mid to late February. Tommyknocker, Poblano, Anakin Skywalker. Okay, save the game. Anyway, there's no episode 3 yet, but that's Scarlet Hollow. So far, it's really good. I played a little bit of it. I'm gonna be completely honest. Yeah. That's the end of it. Thank you for watching. I love you. Bye.